All right, welcome back, everyone. It is, I believe, about week 7, which means we are getting close to the end of this trimester very quickly. I believe there's about 4 more weeks, 3.5 weeks, but November 4th, we're coming back to school. So I'm been getting all the tools ready to go. I was just working on the planer today. Uh, I got the new cutter head in it. It looks amazing, but I keep running into problems. Every time the board goes through, it gets stuck. So I had to
Same.
adjust the chip breaker, and then it would roll through and go a little farther, and then got stuck. So then I had to adjust the back feed roller, and I'm still in the process of just getting that thing just perfect. I fed it through, and then it wouldn't feed through anymore because it was too much the other way. So I got to find a happy medium and get it set for that. So, anyways,
Mr.
just
A.
trying to get the classroom all ready to go. Put a fake cut on your knee.
Mr.
Let's
A.
see. Let's see it. Oh, that's nasty looking. Oh, looks like a vicious cut.
Mr. Gastanelli.
Yeah,
November 4th is my sister's birthday.
sister's birthday. So you get
Yeah.
2 things to celebrate. Let's see here. So, anyways, guys, this would be a very, very exciting day if you were in class. It will not be as exciting since you're doing distance learning, but we would have been cutting on the table saw today. So, the table saw is an awesome tool. It's kind of the cornerstone of all woodworking shops. It's a fantastic tool. You use it in almost every project. And I've seen most schools don't let their beginning students use the table saw. And I don't in the wheel class, but I do as soon as you get into the year-long class, and you'll actually get to use the table saw a lot. I had lots of students come to me and say, "Oh yeah, I'm pretty good at woodworking," but they'd never used the table saw before because a lot of schools don't let them use it. Here we start you with it right away. To me, it's you can't be a good woodworker if you don't know the table saw. It's that important. So we're going to be starting table saw today. Okay. Now, again, it's not nearly as fun when you're doing distance learning. So I apologize for that. Nothing I can do about that. I have to follow the rules just like everyone else. So, anyways, we got to do it distance. But we're starting the table saw today. It's a very fun tool, very cool tool to use. You can do a lot with it. Again, use it on almost every single project in the wood shop. So, some of you guys probably even have a table saw at your house. If your parents are in the doing DIY stuff, then they may have a table saw. They're very affordable nowadays, and lots of families have them. Let's see here. That's funny. He's
My
turning.
my uncle, he builds cabinets, and
Yeah.
he's got like 5 of them. There's this big one that's 15 by 15 feet, I think, and it's huge. He caught 3 of his fingers with it though.
He did. Oh, yeah. That's why it's important to be safe on them. It's very easy to have one little accident, and then all of a sudden something goes wrong, and you have permanent damage to yourself. So we talk about that when we talk about the saws. You can use every one of them safely, but it's all depending on you. You have to do it. You should ask him, Tanner, how he did it. Ask him like what, like you're tell him you're doing wood shop and you're trying to see how that accident happened, because probably he'll tell you he was doing something he shouldn't have. That's usually the way these things happen. So ask him and see. It'd be curious. I always like to know whenever I find someone that got hurt how they got hurt, because we always want to.
It's an
Yeah.
older machine,
Uh huh.
so it doesn't have all the safety guards and everything else that they do have now. But and he was just because he had just rebuilt it basically, and he was making sure it would go through right.
Yeah.
He was doing it, and all of a sudden it just went and it moved the wood, and then it cut off these 3 fingers right here.
Yeah, that's a very typical table saw cuts. Usually, will be like diagonals off of 3 of your fingers or so. That's very typical of a table saw cut. Ask him though what he was specifically doing, because I bet you still he'll say he was doing something he probably shouldn't have, or maybe the saw was out of adjustment and it was dangerous for that reason too. It's hard to tell from what you were saying, but you should ask him and get the like what exactly why that happened, because that's what we try to do in the shop. We try to pass on all this knowledge so we never get hurt in the shop. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, I just saw something. Okay. Okay, looks good. All right. So here's what we're going to be doing today. Actually, I guess I should post that link. Let me grab this link real. Oops. Let me grab the link. Okay. Now I'm going to post the link, but this is the same link that you have in Otis in your bookshelf. So I'm going to post it so you have it, but it's also there too for you, okay? So go ahead and click on that link, and then I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so that's going to bring you over to this slide here. This is slide 16. It's your last slide. And we're going to be doing table saw parts 1 and 2 over the next 3 days. So we'll be doing 2 videos and 2 notes, but I'm going to give you 3 days to do it, just in case it takes you a little longer, okay? So you'll have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to get this done. I'll do part 2 tomorrow, and then you'll have the rest of the week to finish it all up, okay? So this is table saw. And if you look, it's just like before. You're going to click on that document, and it will bring you to the, I'll just click on it. It'll bring you to the table saw notes, and then you're just filling them in, okay? We're only doing part 1 today, so don't worry about part 2. That'll be tomorrow. Just do part 1 today, okay? But those are the table saw notes. Just like before, you'll make a copy of it and just fill it in. It gives you all the stuff. It's all in order. I didn't try to trick you. So if you missed one, just backtrack the video a little bit and you'll get the answer, okay? And then you're going to put a link in your video slot, or you're going to put a link in your slides to the notes. So super easy, just like before. I put a link to the video here on the right, and then there's also where it says table saw intro video, it's also right there. Okay, let me see here. Okay. Okay, so if you understand what you're doing, then you're free to go. Just make sure you watch the video and do the notes. If you have anything you need graded or you need help with anything, stick around and I'll help you with that. But otherwise, you can go watch the video and take notes, and I will see you back tomorrow. Man, that is gross. Looks super realistic too. Is that a Halloween prop? Kind of, just for fun.
It's like makeup.